What's up, my friends? And I'm back with another video. He's got something else to say. Something else is on my mind. I guess if it just comes to mind, I like to talk about it, I'll tell you. Now, you guys know I upgraded my monitors to the ILoud, Multimedia ILoud MTM Mark IIs. And let me tell you, these things are incredible. I've been using them for a while now. I guess it's been several weeks or more since I've gotten them in, if I can recall. Between that and the SSL sound interface, I've got the new one, the Mark II. That thing is just a props to those guys. Major upgrade. We'll talk about that at another point. But my point today is I want to talk about these monitors. Now, don't get me wrong. I love my original ILoud speakers. I love them, and they still sell those, the ILoud micro monitors, and they sell the Pros now. That I think they're the ILoud micro monitor Pros Mark IIs. I can't remember, but it has the little room correction mic where you can do the X software and stuff. Now, I will tell you this: I'm just using these on a flat response, and I'll tell you why. I've got the microphone and I can download the software and do that. And if I ever feel out the need to do so, I've got it. I think that's cool. They have the mic with it, and I think that's great. Incredible technology. If you ever watched that stuff being done, go watch the videos on that. I've named some guys that have done this, and I think it's incredible. But I keep it on a flat response, and I'll tell you why. I don't really like to take a set of monitors and just EQ the hell out of them like you're trying to overcompensate for something. I crank them sometimes, but you do a lot of stuff on low volume, you know, and sometimes, depending on the room that you're in, I've got a little echo, not as much, because I've got, you know, there's a little tiny couch behind me and there's stuff in the room. I mean, when I first got in here, it was more of an echo, but I think at lower volumes, you worry less about a treated room because you're at lower volume. You've got speakers that can handle it. The thing about these monitors is they've given me such a more defined and precise mid-range and low range that it's just amazing. On a flat response, to me, I think doing it on a flat response is simply this. I think you got to have everything fed to those things as honest as possible. My thing is, if you go EQ in monitors and you're feeding your mix to it and it's EQ'd a certain way, it's almost like maybe putting lipstick on a pig or something, you know? You don't want to try to cover something up or try to make something sound the way you want it, no matter what you feed to it, like as if you don't want to hear what you're feeding to it. You do. You've got to. And I think most people would agree a flat response is the best, depending on the room that you're in. And I get sometimes you have a room that you might need to adjust them. Maybe there's too much low end coming out of the monitors. But the flat response, the biggest thing of that is it's giving you everything you're feeding to it. It's telling you you're feeding too much bass to it to a certain degree. And you will feel it. And I feel it on these more than I did on those. And the new sound interface helps a lot too, because both are louder. I mean, these are 50 watts a side, it's 100 watts versus to the 50 watts total I had on the micro monitors. The audio interface is louder as well, so it's feeding more to it. But there's no need for me to get these things so blazing loud that it's just pointless, especially in this room. I guess it depends on what you're doing too. I mean, these things are incredible, and I've got mine laid on the side here, and you can look at it. Kind of looks like E.T.'s eyes staring at you. If you've ever seen the movie E.T. from the 80s, kind of looks like E.T., doesn't it? Yep, staring right at you. But you can stand them up, or you can lay them on the side. I thought it was kind of cool just to lay them on the side. I think it's good either way. Being that they're up on these tall stands, I got these desk stands they clamp to the stand. I think these things are magnificent because I didn't have to really put a big pedestal on the desk. I am, however, thinking, I swear I'm always thinking about something. I guess I'm never satisfied until I've always looking at something else or something. I don't know. I am content, but, you know, there's always something. As for my desk, I'm thinking of a couple of different things. I was looking at different desks, but I love the standing desk. I love this thing. And when I bought this desk, it even said that you can put what top you want on it, provided it's not too heavy. I may build another top that's a bit longer, a little bit deeper, and I may put a new top on here, and I might get maybe a stand in the back where I can put an external monitor or do something, or get my workspace a little cleaner and more open. I love, I mean, I don't have these guys, they do these videos and they just have their keyboard and their mouse and their coffee and their computer and they're cranking at it. And like, they don't have, this, I don't see a bin full of darn ink pens and stuff, It's like, the hell is this? It's my Ebo and a bunch of ink pens and some rosin, because I just bought a bow for a cello. I don't know why I did that, to try it on guitar, but maybe I have it. If I use it, if I don't, I don't. But $30 on Amazon just to have a bow. I think this Ebo is pretty cool. If you've ever used an Ebo, it's a really cool thing. I may talk about it later. Go watch some videos on it. There's some guys talking about it. I got my tuner. I mean, you don't see that on these desks. I'm just being funny here. But, I'm trying to keep my workspace clean so I can work. And, really, I think the biggest thing that I have around me besides my coffee sitting on the desk, I've got my iPad for my notes. And I've got my dry erase notebook I talked about, my little Rocket notebook. I love this thing. It really does serve its purpose, using less paper. Sorry about the noise. I hit my keyboard. And I've got notes in my iPad. I'm just trying to use less paper, and just such a pain. Buy another notebook. One notebook lasts me a year, but I'm just tearing off a sheet and throwing more paper out, and it's ridiculous. You have a dry erase pen, these Flexions, from Pilot. They're really good. I went and bought some more to see if I had maybe to find a better pen from Staples, and they're about the same. They make another type, and I can't find it, more of a marker type. This is a ballpoint type setup, but it really does. But my thing is this, I've got to be careful not to use this pen. They look alike, because this is an ink pen, and I've already done it once. I had to take some alcohol to get it off, so I have to keep that out of the way. But back to my point. The monitors are fantastic. ILoud, the IK Multimedia, ILoud, MTMs, the monitors, all their speakers are killer, man. They've got the precision ones that are even more louder, and they're bigger for some of your bigger studios. The first iLoud speaker I got was the iLoud. I can't remember what it was. It was like that one speaker that was stereo all in one. It was really cool. It was just a square box, almost like a boom box, and it was stereo. It really was cool. It worked great. I sold it, and sometimes I think, well, I should have kept it, because I could have just cranked music through it, because it was Bluetooth and you could plug it direct. My micro monitors are Bluetooth, and I will definitely keep those, because I may put them over here for that very reason, or I may plug them into another setup. Hence, as if I break down and maybe get an MPC next year, I don't know. I'm getting that off my brain, because we're not doing that. No MPC, we're not doing that. Not right now. I'm looking at some other things next year I'm going to need to do that might be priority, but we'll see. And that red shiny thing may be sitting next to me one day, and I may have broken down and given in to we'll see. I'm being strong, folks, that I am. But anyway, just want to get on and talk about these monitors. They're killer, and I'm telling you, go watch the videos on them. When you listen to them on the video, you can tell the difference. I listened to the video of the new solid-state logic interface. I could tell the difference on that, man, just in the video. And then when you bring them in here and you plug this stuff up, and you really tell the difference. So I still, my other SSL's for sale, but I'm a little nervous about selling it, because I thought I had it up, but I didn't, because I'm pretty sure I fixed whatever's going on, but I started hearing other people talk about the same type of issues and some other things, and I don't think they were repairable. I don't think that they were, so I got to think on that. I think the safest bet is just maybe if somebody wants it, maybe give it to somebody, If you guys are in the area of Charleston, South Carolina, or close, let me know if you want it, or you want to pay the shipping or something. We'll figure that out. We'll see. Who knows? Anyway, I'm going to get off. IK Multimedia. You knocked it out the park. They're awesome. I'm sure you've heard it before. It's gotten great reviews. I wouldn't even have to get on here and say anything. They said enough. when these big guys like Chris Lord-Alge and his brother Tom have gotten on and rave about them, they love them. When, you know, all these big producers have gotten on, you know, and raved. I can mix with these. I love these things. I travel with them. They're cool, man. They do work. So anyway, I'll see you guys on the next one. And when something cool comes along, you know I'm going to cut you in. Have a great one. Be cool. Bye.